Hey, how's it going, guys? How's your day going? Today, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I had some time to think about it. Today, I'm actually doing a review on the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's a lot different than my normal content because usually, I'm all about video games, right? But I figured, Mario's, that's where it all started, right? Was video games, things like that. So, and I know there was also a lot of like controversy as well with this movie. And, some people said it was good, some people said it was bad. So at the end of the day, I kind of just wanted to get my thoughts. What did I think, right? Because I'll be honest, I'm a pretty big Mario fan. Like, I've always enjoyed Mario, right? And I watched a lot of other reviews from a lot of highly respected people, like other influencers and things like that. And everyone kind of gave me the thought that it wasn't good. So I almost didn't go see it. You know what I mean? So I was so hesitant. I was like, oh, like maybe I'll just wait and I'll just maybe catch it on Netflix or if it ever gets to there, right? But I was like, screw it. I went on a cheap night. It was like a Tuesday night special or something like that where the movies are like, I don't know if they're half off or whatever, but I said, screw it, let's go. Now, I will admit, when we first went, we went to like a 9-10 p.m. show on a Tuesday, right? And it kind of scared me a little bit because I was like, as soon as we get in the theater, we literally had the whole theater to ourselves. I was like, holy crap. Is this movie that bad? You know what I mean? Like, it was, and now, like, let's consider it was the Tuesday that just passed. So, that would have been the 7th of April, and it came out on the 1st. So it wasn't the beginning of April or anything like that when it first got released. But me and my partner were the only ones in the theater for the whole movie. Now, I get it. It was 9-10 p.m. It was the middle of the week, basically. It's technically a kids movie, so, maybe at 9-10 p.m. that's too late for kids, you know what I mean? So, but that still didn't really justify it to me, because at the end of the day, it's 9-10. It's a cheap night for one. Like, literally, the movie prices were, like, almost half off, right? So, it kind of just, I was like, oh, damn, like, what's going on here? Anyway, movie starts. It kicks off, and I guess, like, in short, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Now, the thing is, though, there's a caveat to this. You need to be a Mario fan. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're not a Mario fan, then you're gonna hate this movie. Or you're just not gonna really, like, understand it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them movies where if you didn't play the video games, if you never grew up with Mario and you just went and watched it, you're not really going to get it. You're not really going to understand any of it because there's so many Easter eggs that are in this movie, right? So for kids, I can see like it's cutesy, it's pretty, right? And it has great graphics because it was done by Illumination and all that stuff. So like I can see kids would enjoy it regardless of even knowing who Mario is, right? Maybe this is their introduction to Mario. But, for people like me who's older, at the end of the day, if you never knew who Mario was, you're gonna hate this movie. You know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna not understand any of it. But I think, to summarize it, there was a lot of Easter eggs that really just made me go, wow, like that was really smart of them to add this in. That was really cool. And it made me really think, like, there was a lot of love put into this movie by creators and developers that are fans themselves. They weren't just people putting a movie together. They absolutely love Mario, and they wanted to make sure the fans of Mario were happy with this movie. Now, that left a lot of people, though, to be kind of upset, because the movie was so filled with Easter eggs that people argued, I think there was really no plot, like the story wasn't that good. I kind of disagree. Like, I don't really feel like when anyone watches a Mario movie, they're expecting like a crazy story that we never heard of before. We knew a princess was going to get captured. We knew we were going to have to go mission, save the princess, whatever it is. That's just typical Mario, right? Of course, this time, I don't want to do any spoilers, but in this case, it's Rosalina that we're saving, right? I'm not trying to spoil the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but in my opinion, if you have a kid, if you have a son or daughter yourself, and you're a Mario fan, I think that's the perfect combination, because not only do you get to kind of have some nostalgia and kind of like some childhood memories relived on the big screen, but you also are able to bring your child, son or daughter to experience a movie that they'll probably enjoy too, and then you can make them fans as well. I had a good little conversation with someone at my job the other day, and he was a big Mario fan, but his son I think was only like 5 or 6, and so he knew who Mario was, but he didn't really like grow up with it, obviously, because like Mario's older, right? It's more for us, millennials and things like that, and maybe a little older, of course. And as soon as they finished the movie, the son was like, "Oh, I loved it. I want to play the games." So now he's older, like my friend at work. He's now looking for some of the older Mario games to play with his son, right? One of the ones that he thought would be really fun is like Mario 3D Land, with the Bowser's Fury and all that fun stuff. So I thought that was just so cool, because now his son's going to become a fan, and obviously that's what Nintendo planned when they did this movie. They wanted to create new fans, but then they also wanted to please older ones like me and others that just love Mario and love the whole Nintendo universe, right? Now in terms of like some of the Easter eggs that were in the movie, I don't really want to spoil them, but at the end of the day, they added a lot of things that you just wouldn't even think should have been added into a Mario movie, like just other Nintendo characters. And that kind of led a lot of people to have some lore that there's going to be the next movie that's going to be related to be like Smash Bros, or whatever it is, right? I'm not sure if that's the case, but I thought it was really cool that they just brought in some other Nintendo characters and just kind of like plopped them in. Do you know what I mean? And that was just cool, right? But anyway, yeah, if I was to give, I don't want to make this too long, right? It's just my own opinion, my own review of the movie. If I was to give it a rating, personal rating, of course, this is my opinion, I would say it was like an 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? Now, comparing it to the first Mario movie, I seen that as well. I almost want to say like the first Mario movie was an 8 as well. Everyone said the first one was a lot better, but I don't know if that's really... If you're going to compare the two, I don't really think you can. I feel like the first one was more of an introduction of the world itself, with a lot of Easter eggs as well. You've seen like Mario and Peach like training in like a typical world of Mario, like a course of Mario, right? And that was cool. But this specific Mario Galaxy movie was just from the beginning to the end, bam, bam, bam. It was action packed. There was hardly any breaks of just Easter eggs. It was wild. So anyway, I don't want to make this too long. Let me know if you've already seen the Mario movie. I would love to know your thoughts if you agree with mine. I understand it's controversial. Not a lot of people are gonna agree with my opinion. I've seen a lot of people that are literally Nintendo YouTubers who said they just didn't like it, right? But they agreed as well, though, that it was a pretty movie. It was very well done, but they just wanted more from the story. I don't know if that's... I don't really know if I expected more from the story. I don't know. It's just Mario, right? You're there for the nostalgia. You're there for the seeing the items in real life. You're there to see a course brought to life on the big screen, And I think that was what Nintendo wanted. I don't think they were trying to recreate something, make it something totally different than what we've already known. I almost feel like you would make some of the original OG fans mad if you did that. Like if you just changed the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I think for a Nintendo fan, I'm happy. And let me know below in the comments if you thought the same way, if you enjoyed it, if you're planning on seeing it. I think you should. I think if you're a fan and you like Mario, go check it out. I don't think there's any harm to it. I don't think you're going to be upset by it. But if you're someone who never heard of Mario before and you have no idea and you never played any of the games, you don't really know much about it, I don't really think you're going to like the movie. I think you're going to think it's pretty probably, but you're not really going to like get it. You're going to be like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Anyway, thank you so much. This is just my 2 cents on the Mario Galaxy movie. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you're going to go see it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.